Learn how to listen to nature once again. Learn how to listen to life, to be present, and to allow your attention to go towards something beautiful. Many times we focus our attention too strongly on things that we don't like, things that bother us, things that distract us, things that affect our energy center, things that disconnect us from the world. This could be anything from an argument to car noises, to city noises, to yelling, to screaming, to anything, or even to challenging thoughts, to social media feeds, to repetitive songs that instill negative subliminals within our minds. Whatever it is, we have to learn how to bring our attention and focus back to nature, back to our center, listening to our heartbeat, listening to the birds, listening to rustles in the forest, being present, bringing your attention, whatever you bring your attention towards, whatever you allow your focus to be on, whatever you allow yourself to really be present with, to really balance with, will become your reality, will expand. So when you are focusing on those beautiful, beautiful nature frequencies of the birds, of the animals, of the insects, of all, of the leaves rustling in the wind, of your own body and its movement, when you are aware of this, when you're focusing on it, you amplify these positive subliminals. You amplify this positive energy. You amplify your connection, your love, your wholeness, your oneness, and you're able to be present. And you no longer are in this cycle of repetitive pain, honestly, this repetitive suffering that keeps you trapped in stress and in all various types of fear. And instead, you're able to really feel alive once again. So many people, they feel fatigued, tired, drained, separated, overwhelmed, burnt out. But this isn't the natural state of being. This is a product of poison that we're being fed in every area of our life, honestly. And poison originates from the emotion of fear. So it's recognizing that we can always find our center. We can always find our base. We are supported in unconditional love, in light, in ourselves. We're supported in being ourselves. And what we are beings of love. We are naturally beings of love, of connection. Our ability to communicate with animals is a natural ability that all life is born with, and it's just remembering that ability. Our ability to heal ourselves is something that we are all born with. It is just remembering how to do so and trusting in your ability to do so. Life is a gift. You are life. You are a gift. Remember this. Be aware of your beauty, your love. You are a miracle here. But you must be in touch with yourself and in harmony with the earth. Not eating her inhabitants. Not being disrespectful to yourself and to others. Allowing yourself to feel. And sometimes part of respecting Mother Earth, part of respecting ourselves, is giving up certain aspects of life that we've adopted. And these aspects of life that we must give up, honestly, to a certain extent, are not here to benefit us. They're here, honestly, to enslave us in a cycle of suffering. But a lot of these things we find comfortable. We find certain things that are luxuries, but they're not real luxuries in our home to be comfortable. And we get so used to a form of human-made comfort, but it disconnects us. We must feel water, not coming from the faucet, but coming from nature. We must be present. We must reforest the world. The forest is not just the home of all the mammals, all the land life on Earth. By forest, I don't just mean tree forest. I mean all type of nature growth on land. It is also meant to be our home. It's meant to be a way for us to live in connection and in harmony. When we're in harmony with ourselves, nature does not hurt us. I've been in this woods that, yes, it has ticks within the woods. I have not had a single one. I walk on trails, I walk off of trails. I spend hours in all different kinds of weather. Not a single tick comes towards me. And when there are insects or beings that could be harmful, They respect me, and I respect them. I do not receive harm from them. Even in the evening and early morning, the mosquitoes do not bother me. I see them. They do not view me to be a food source because I have now detached myself from that. I am now not attached to fear. I am now not living in fear. And those who are living in fear are still in the food chain, whether they are predators, whether they're prey, whether there's something else in between. But when you detach yourself from the very common food chain that's associated with fear, our body's need to eat originates from fear, which is a whole nother concept that I'll explain later. Almost all other civilizations, planets, dimensions, beings from all these other places, animals from all these other places, no one eats. No one eats physical food. They all receive energy nourishment in different forms. And they're all able to self-heal pretty much. There's very, very few places that eat like the way that humans and animals on Earth do. And we are meant to evolve past that. But again, I'll save that for another conversation, another topic. Most importantly, it's important to remember who you are. And to remember how the earth is here to support you, to support all of us. We are not made to be separate from nature. And when we defend nature, when we are respectful to nature, we are nature defending herself. We are made out of organic matter. We are soul, spirit, light, and love infused with organic earth. Our physical bodies are organic earth. So it's important. Where organic materials, where things from earth, where things that are being respected, where the people who are taking the materials respect the earth, where the people who are creating the materials into the clothing are respecting one another and respecting themselves, where there's harmony, where there's balance. And honestly, I wish we didn't have to wear clothes, and I wish we weren't sexualized the way that we are. But for now, it is good just to wear the best quality clothing that you can and to really research where it comes from. And try to embody respect. If there's insect in your home that you wish to have them leave, send a message that you're going to help them leave or that you ask them to leave. And really trust. Don't be afraid of them. If you see a cockroach, if you see a spider, know that they are their own beings. Would you feel the same way about them if they looked cute to you? Probably not. You probably wouldn't be afraid. You probably wouldn't disrespect them in any way, honestly. If a cockroach suddenly turned into a puppy in front of you, you wouldn't step on them. You wouldn't kill them. So give the same courtesy. Allow them to go to their natural home. Catch them and release them in a safe space. And be gentle. Be kind, be considerate. We owe it to nature, to ourselves, to life. Remember, nature is us. So when we are giving back to nature, when we're respecting nature, we're respecting ourselves. And so this is important. The more you're in harmony with yourself and with nature, the less you will feel attacked by nature, the less fear that you will have. The more comfort you'll have, the more in tune your body and your mind and your soul and your spirit will be. The happier you are, and the more that other beings of nature will accept you. When you're living in the present and living in love, and living in your heart space, not living in your head space. The head space is very analytical, but it's far from intuition, it's far from love, it's far from realness, from bliss, from our abilities, from who we really are. The mind within the heart space, the heart mind, is where true creation, true connection is formed. And I'll show you soon how to do that in another video, how to live within the heart mind instead of in the head mind. But when we're able to do this, we're automatically accepted. We're not seen as a threat in any way, so animals neither run away from us or attack us. They view us to be a body of nature, a being of nature, like a tree, like the river, like the ocean, and they just accept us, which is really beautiful. And that's one of the most greatest gifts of life, honestly. But first you must accept yourself. First you must heal and recognize what's within you that needs to be released and understood. Once you just do this, true harmony will be formed with yourself and in your surroundings. Thank you for being you. and love on, feel on, be present, and take your time. Reconnect.